Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and I'm super excited to be bringing you another process video featuring my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of September. If you guys missed out on the kit share, I'll have that link down below so you guys can watch and tune in on how I put this kit together. And if you're interested in seeing behind the scenes of how I do this, if you want to see layouts early, check out my Patreon, which will also be linked down below. For today's layout, I knew I had to scrapbook something Harry Potter themed with the Magical Forest collection from Crate Paper, which is what my kit is based off of. Now, if you guys don't know, there is a Harry Potter world called the Wizarding World in Universal Studios Orlando. Now, these are actually photos from 2016 when I visited, but I do go there frequently when I visit Universal Orlando now that I live here in Florida. But I had these photos, and something unique about places you go a lot is when you look back on when you didn't visit them a lot and how you captured those memories. It's just so different and unique. Like the 9 3/4 sign is obviously so iconic for Harry Potter and of course from the movie and the books, but it's just something I look at, I see every time I go now, but back then it was like, there's the 9 3/4 sign. And similarly, I have a photo of the outside of the faux King's Cross station, and these are from Universal Studios Orlando, like I mentioned. So I end up matting both of those on some white cardstock, and I want to stack them on top of this peach grid pattern from the same Crate Paper collection. Now my background paper is not from that collection, it's actually from Heidi Swap, which is just this beautiful, a little bit darker than a sage green, almost more beige than a sage green, but is definitely green background paper. And then I just start going to town and through all of the ephemera pieces from the Magical Forest collection. And again, a huge shout out to my friend Jana who sent me these goodies. I'm finally using them and super excited about that. Some of the things I wanted to pull out include that make-believe banner. The little frogs totally reminds me of Harry Potter. I don't know why, probably because of the chocolate frogs and, you know, the frog choir. There's a lot of frogs in Harry Potter if you didn't know, probably even more so in the books. And then I pull in a couple of ephemera pieces from the Social Paper Plan ephemera pack. A lot of you guys wanted to know where that was from during my kit share, so definitely check out Social Paper Plan if you have not done so already. They make adorable stuff and are a great small shop to check out, especially since they're newer to the crafting scene. I end up trimming down that craft background paper because I wanted more layers, but if you guys actually have seen my kit share, you'll know I actually don't have a ton of papers in this kit, but I'm making do and making it work by pulling in a lot of craft, which is something I've always loved working with. Craft is such a perfect neutral for me because it doesn't dictate a white or a cream, it doesn't dictate a black or more brown tones, it's just a nice calm neutral, and that's what I really love about it. I know since I have this sort of make-believe banner, in the photos there's some dark elements, I wanted to include a lot of black. And luckily I have the Jen Hadfield washi sticker book, and I have this sort of polka dot one I end up pulling out to put on the right hand side just for a little bit of extra contrast and sort of build out those layers. And then I start going through the Jen Hadfield sticker book, which includes a ton of pieces I wanted to include. But luckily I have some that are dark tones. We got some leaves I wanted to pull in. I just really love being able to have something so versatile like a sticker book in all of my kits. So I end up pulling out some of these planner stickers even. I bring out this wood veneer slice because I just thought there's so much about Harry Potter that is easy to replicate. You've got the woods, you've got the bricks, you've got the metals. There's just so much of it that you can choose from that I really just wanted all of it. And again, trying to make sure there's additional contrast because we have sort of that muted pastel background. And up front here, we're bringing forward a lot of neutrals. So I wanted sort of pops of different shades. So I go for that wood grain washi, that gingham pattern to layer under that flashcard looking ephemera piece because it is going to Hogwarts school after all, so why not have a little flashcard, although I'm sure they don't spend a ton of time on math, but I thought it'd be cute to include. And I did go through my Maggie Holmes chipboard that I included in this set, and I ended up only pulling out that flower piece on the left-hand cluster. I almost thought of including the unicorn, but then I remembered I have photos of some unicorns, again from the Harry Potter Wizarding World, so I wanted to save that for those pages possibly. Here's where I start auditioning some title pieces, and I know it looks like I'm staring at a blank sheet of paper, but this is actually a white clear sticker sheet. So all of the stickers are clear but have white printed on them, so you can't really see them, but I promise they're there. And I ended up pulling out a couple to see which one I wanted to do. One was Dwell on the Possibility, but it was a little bit large, so you'll see which one I end up picking in a few moments. But I'm going to start laying down all of these layers. Now, if you do follow me over on Patreon, you'll know I recently just started putting more and more layouts away into my albums. And one thing I cannot stress enough is always use more adhesive than you think you need. It's very disappointing to go back and touch some older pages and see them sort of fall apart and have to re-glue them. So just be really nice to your things, liquid glue, tape runners, whatever you're using, make sure it is a good fit for the climate you're in. If you're moving, obviously that's not helpful, but for me, the humid climate in Florida is definitely taking a toll on some of my scrapbooks. So definitely be cautious when you're putting together your goodies into your albums. Here's where I take that white sticker that I originally tried to audition on top of the flashcard and put it on some craft. And what I really like about this particular piece is that it's a similar banner shape to the make-believe banner I use as my actual title. Sometimes I do a sort of multi-titled page where a lot of the pieces are similar sized, which doesn't bother me. I know a lot of people would rather have a nice bold title or a small title, but I really like mixing and matching, and I'm fine with make-believe being the title and then just having this other banner sort of paired with it to sort of match up and have an extra little bit of that wizarding magic, because as you guys might know from Harry Potter, this sort of banner shape reminds me of the Marauders map, which has those little banner icons all over it. So I definitely wanted to include those. Just another little thing, you know, to get that mood and feel correct for a page. So I really had fun putting this one together. And as I start assembling my top left cluster, I'm trying to make sure I have everything tucked in sort of where it was or how it was, but things changed a little bit once I added the chipboard. So I do add in that little bust and then move in that floral piece. And of course that star is a little out of place. I wish they included a couple more in the actual set, but then I tuck in that final banner piece just for an additional little bit of flair. And then I move on to some more stickers. These ones are from Crepe Paper's Magical Forest collection, and start adding some of the critters around. So I have a bunny, a unicorn, the hearts, there's banners, there's little icons like these little stars that add the perfect amount of additional contrast, might I add. These might be my new favorites in terms of tiny stickers. I adore tiny stickers like enamel dots, etc. But these really won my heart over and finished off the layout beautifully. But I hope you guys enjoyed. You can check out my Instagram for some more photos. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye, guys!